Our Senior Vice President for Administrative and Legal, Attorney Maria Eloisa Argan. Our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Engineer Maribel G. Songsong. Our Vice President for Finance and Chief Finance Officer, Ms. Eileen Kate A. Papas. Our Vice President for Administration, Ms. Karina Victoria T. Adanza. Our Vice President for External Linkages, Internationalization and Transnational Education, Mr. James Ronald O. Messina. Our Assistant Vice President for Planning and Quality Management, Engineer Rachel C. Villanueva. Our Assistant Vice President for the Institute for Global Sustainability and Artificial Intelligence Integration Office, Engineer Rolando V. Vitor. Our Assistant Vice President for Marketing and Admissions, Mr. John Paul P. Melosantos. Foxon. Our Board of Trustees, College Deans, respected faculty members and staff, our proud families, parents, and most especially, my fellow graduates. Good afternoon. Kamusta kayo? Let's begin with a simple activity. If you know the answer, you can say it out loud. If you mix red and yellow, it creates orange. How about yellow and blue? It creates green. What if red and blue naman? Purple. Very good. Everyone knows their colors. One of the first things we learn in art is color theory. It teaches us that colors don't exist in isolation. The way we see one color can depend on the colors around it. And somewhere along our years in college, I realized na people aren't so different from red, yellow, blue. Three simple colors capable of creating endless possibilities. In much the same way, we all started college with our own starting colors, different dreams, strengths, different stories. Some knew exactly where they wanted to go, while others were still trying to figure it out. Ever since I was a kid, I knew I wanted to pursue art. Drawing dito, drawing doon, kahit saan, magdodrawing ako. So when the time came to finally choose a college program, I searched for one that felt closest to what I loved doing. Pero, there wasn't an illustration program. Though, there was multimedia arts, so I went for it. Pero, honestly, I was terrified. Maybe some of you also felt that way about the program you choose, be it Com Arts, IT, Com Sci, or in the field of health sciences, or business, or technology, engineering, architecture, or about the major you took, or even college itself. Maybe we've all encountered at least one class that made us think, kaya ko ba talaga to? For me, it was animation. A fun fact during my college life was I didn't have my own laptop. All I truly had was my iPad. I brought it everywhere, even here. It became my sketchbook, my workspace, my classroom, and honestly, my entire personality. Every output that could possibly done on an iPad, ay ginawa ko sa iPad. Of course, there were still projects that required a laptop. So, most of the time, I had to borrow one from my kuya. Pero kahit ganon, I think that's one thing college quietly teaches us. Some of you have survived college with old Jurassic laptops, while some of you have been blessed with their own MacBook Pro, 1 terabyte, fully paid pa. But somehow, we all made it work. We learned to create with what we have. And I think the future will also ask us to do the same. We may not always start with the same opportunities or same resources, but just like in art, we don't always get to choose the colors we're given. What matters most is what we choose to create with them. And sometimes, those colors aren't things at all. They're people. Remember those we met through introduce yourselves or random groupings? At first, they were just cool people, those who we talked to because of our requirement. But somehow, they became the ones who we reserved seats for during class or survived long commutes with under the Kabuyaw heat. And after 4 long years, from small conversations noon, kasama na sa PICC ngayon. And maybe that's what made college more than just a collection of classes and requirements. Because ordinary days doesn't mean ordinary memories. Just like in art, not every color has to stand out. Some simply make the picture look complete. And beyond college, let's not overlook the colors that made our ordinary days worth remembering. Of course, our college life wasn't all happy memories. There were failures too, like the canon event of all college students, thesis, plus revisions. Speaking of revisions, our thesis advisor had an eye for details. Every submission always came back with comments. So every time I see a notification from her, matik, nasakit na ulo ko. Naranasan niyo din ba yun? But eventually, did you also realize that those comments aren't there to discourage us? They were there because our advisors saw potential that we hadn't fully reached yet. And I think we are very much the same. Because none of us became better after just one draft. Growth happens through revisions, again and again and again. And I think that's something we should always remember. There will be moments when our first, second, third, fourth attempt doesn't work. But that's not failure. That's just revision. Just like in art, sometimes the color doesn't turn out the way we imagined. So we adjust, we mix again, we add another layer. So to our professors, thank you. You were my brightest blues. Thank you for every lecture, every correction, every revision. Thank you for shaping not just our outputs, but the people behind them. To my friends, I don't think words of affirmation were ever our love language. Our conversations usually go like, tara, drop out na tayo. Somehow, those jokes became our way of telling each other we weren't struggling alone. You are all my brightest chaotic yellows. To my best friend, Ate Jalay, my unpaid therapist, thank you for somehow getting dragged into almost every project I've worked on. And thank you for staying. You're my bestest yellow. To my siblings, Ate Pao, Ate Nix, Kuya Dilan, Kuya Dian, and of course my pamangking Dos, you're all my favorite greens. Thank you for bringing comfort and color when life turns a bit gray through our merienda trips, random conversations, and quiet evenings at home. To my mom, I don't think you've ever been the affectionate type. But looking back, I realized you've always said I love you through your actions. One of my favorite memories was when I was certain I'd miss a major exam. So you drove me to school because nagpuyat ako. Everything was going fine until we reached Pansol. Sobrang traffic. 47 minutes na lang. Exam na. But then, you looked at me and you said, makiangkas ka na lang kaya kay Kuya Jang nagmumotor. The next thing I knew, Kuya Ryder was drifting through the Pansol highways. And I made it to school 3 minutes before the exam. College teaches you many things nga naman. And apparently, trusting your mother is one of them. Mom, you may not have understood every project I've worked on, but I never doubted you understood me. You're my bright, burning red. Above all, I want to thank the whole God. Every skill, every opportunity, every talent that brought me here today was never truly mine to begin with. You gave me the canvas and you gave me the colors. And I hope in some small way, I've been able to use those gifts in a way that honors you. Now, I'm encouraging everyone to look on your left, to look on your right, maybe even behind or above you. You may have assigned these people different colors in your head, but whatever they may be, they became part of the picture that brought you here today. So take a moment to thank all the people around you. Ngayon, August 20, 2026. We may all look at ourselves today and see colors that weren't there before. And perhaps that's the beauty of color theory. Colors don't exist in isolation. They change when they meet. And so do we. So wherever life takes us next, remember three things. Keep creating with what you have. Keep mixing and make time for people around you. Keep layering even when things don't work out. And through it all, keep becoming. To the class of 2026, let's go paint our next canvas. Congrats.